Hi, everyone. Last week, my blog post was on experiential learning assessments, how you evaluate experiential learning. And one of the strategies that I had on that blog post was learning portfolios. This week's blog post is all about how to use my project-based learning portfolio, how to utilize it, and really what to do with it and the benefits of it. And so I encourage you to go take a look at that, experientiallearningdepot.com. But this video is really for those of you that don't want to read my blog post, but would rather look at it on video. So I'm going to walk through how I use this portfolio. You can get this for free, my portfolio, and distribute copies to your students starting right now. Go to my website, experientiallearningdepot.com, and sign up, and you get this delivered directly to your inbox. And this is if you were to get anything from me, anything that I've created, any blog post that I've ever made, any resource that I've ever made, this is what you should get. If you have any interest in project-based learning, this is the ultimate endpoint. This learning portfolio is managed and created and filled in by my students. So it's a self-directed process. Students complete an experiential learning experience, a project-based learning experience, and then they come in here and they document their outcomes. They document the experience. They show what they learned. It is Google Slides, and I have made it easy to navigate between sections by including links to each of these things. So portfolio cover page, that's where I am right now. Instructions. So there's an instruction slide. It tells students exactly how to use this and how to build it. Students can also go to, or any viewers, anyone who's looking at this, can go to present mode and click on this. It's kind of like a table of contents looking thing, and click right on that, and it'll very easily and quickly bring users to and from different sections. Okay, so you start off this portfolio, students personalize it. They write in their information, they put a picture of themselves, and it becomes theirs. It's their baby that they're going to be working with for the rest of the session. Then they complete project-based learning experiences, they design the experience, they have the experience, they self-assess, they do the rubrics, they do a reflection, they communicate with their community experts, all the things that are project-based learning. If you don't know about any of that stuff, go to my blog. I have many posts about it. I also have a lot of resources that help students walk directly through this. So if you go to Experiential Learning Depot on Teachers Pay Teachers and click on the project-based learning link on the left-hand side, it is all the toolkits, all the workbooks, anything that a student would need to really streamline this process and save you time so that you don't have to create these things yourself. So they have the experience. Then they come in here after every experience. It's become a routine in my class that they come into this portfolio and they add their stuff, they add their outcomes from that experience, and then they move on to another one. So I'm going to walk you through what it would look like to insert outcomes from one project-based learning experience. So the first thing they would do is write out a summary of their project so that whatever viewer is looking at this can look at the outcomes that are also in this portfolio, and it has context. There's context around it. They understand what the rubric is showing. They understand what the picture of the final product is about. Like it needs context. So that's what this slide is for. Then students put in evidence of these really essential pieces of project-based learning. The innovative final product and authentic presentation. They insert a photo, a screenshot, or a video of those two things in action right here. Then they write out growth and 21st century skills outline, or outcomes. That's behind this picture right here. Because project-based learning is an experience, like I said, you're also looking at goals, growth, and proficiencies and competencies and the really important 21st century skills, in addition to content knowledge. So the content knowledge is here. Unfortunately, we probably all have to abide by standards at this point, So you have the option, students have the option of writing standards or targets met in that space. But if your students don't have to do that for whatever reason, take this out. This is an editable document. Like this, students can just text or add text right into those boxes. But these can also be edited out. Change it. Next is a self-evaluation. My students self-evaluate during their project-based learning experiences and again at the end. The reason I have them do it in the middle is so that they can go back and improve and make edits and modifications to their experiences. So that at the end, when they do their final self-evaluation, they'll have something to put in here, their rubric, that they're really proud of. This piece of this portfolio is really nice because students don't want to put a rubric here that isn't good. They don't want to put a picture of their final product in here if it's not quality work. So this portfolio really holds students accountable. And then teacher evaluation, I would do the same thing. So students self-assess and I evaluate using the same rubric, either one that I give them, a project-based learning rubric, or one that they've created for themselves. And then I put that rubric right there and then write an evaluation summary here. And then they complete a reflection on the experience and they can either type it right in there or they can add an image of a reflection that they've done somewhere else. And then that's the end of that experience. They've showcased their learning outcomes for one project-based learning experience. Now they move on to another one. And when they're completed with that, they do another one, and another one, and another one, and another one. So students go through the course of the session or the year, adding their outcomes for every project-based learning experience. Then at the end of the session, so a school year or a semester or whatever it is, they can put in cumulative outcomes. So this is a summary of the whole year, of the whole session. They might put a grade report in here, transcripts, a teacher narrative. They might want to list out their standards. You could add a slide that focuses just on 21st century skills and students list out all of the skills that they really worked on that session. Whatever it is that you want to do, it's modifiable. You can adapt this to fit whatever your students need. Again, this is free at experientiallearningdepot.com. Grab it, use it, assign it to your students today, and reach out to me with any questions if you have them at experientiallearningdepot@gmail.com. Thanks for listening.